I'm Jim Arges with the Arges Law Firm here in Durham, North Carolina. In this state, attorneys occupy a central position in real estate closings because we do both the title examination and we also function as the settlement agent. This may seem unusual for people moving to North Carolina from states where title or abstract companies perform the closings and where they may never even meet an attorney involved in their real estate closing. We believe here in North Carolina that attorney involvement in the real estate closing is crucial to protecting your investment in your new home. With the title examination, I research the ownership of your property and make sure that it's free of judgments, liens, and unpaid taxes. Obviously, you want to make sure you're purchasing your home from the person who's legally entitled to convey it to you. With my title examination, I make sure that all necessary parties are signing the deed, including any spouses, or in an estate situation, the personal representative of the deceased and all the legal heirs. I can't imagine anything worse than buying a house today and then getting a letter from the tax collector next month telling you that taxes weren't paid on the house for prior years. Even worse, the house might be sold out from under you at a tax foreclosure sale if the taxes aren't paid. Along those same lines, we want to make sure that your seller's $30,000 tax lien is paid at closing so that the government doesn't come knocking at your door 3 years later trying to claim the house in order to satisfy your seller's prior taxes. Once I've completed the title examination on the property, I prepare a title opinion to send to the title insurance company. You pay a one-time title insurance premium, and that policy that the title insurance company issues will protect you for as long as you own the property. Some people have asked, why do I need to spend a few $100s on a title insurance policy when I've had my attorney do the title exam? The answer to that question is that there are certain areas in the title exam that the attorney cannot be responsible for. If I'm looking at a deed that was recorded 30 years ago, there's no way for me to know whether the seller's signature on that deed was a forgery. In that case, if the grandchildren of a prior owner of your property come to your door trying to claim their inheritance, it would be the title insurance company that would pay their claim and not you. Also, in North Carolina, there's a certain type of lien called a mechanics and materialmen's lien that's particularly dangerous for a home buyer and really necessitates the need for title insurance. The way it works is if a seller or owner has work done on the property and does not pay the contractor can go back and file a lien against the property that relates back as much as 120 days from his last day on the job. The way we handle that situation at closing is we have the seller sign an affidavit for your title insurance company that states that all work has been paid. In fact, if the seller did not pay for his work, signed a false affidavit, and then a contractor files a lien against the property, it would be the title insurance company paying the contractor and not you. When it comes to issuing title insurance, we use only reputable companies that we know pay their claims, and we look for any available discounts to lower your premium at closing. Over the last 15 years, we've seen lenders' requirements that purchasers obtain a new survey at closing slowly dissolve, leaving the decision to buy a new survey to the individual home buyer. I always recommend that you get a new survey for your real estate purchase, but I'm available to discuss the risk involved in not getting a survey with you at any time. I'm proud of the fact that because North Carolina is an attorney state, that we have some of the lowest title claims in the country, and because of that, our title insurance premiums are among the most affordable. Studies have consistently ranked North Carolina as among the states with the lowest closing cost, if not the lowest closing cost, in the nation. And that's because real estate attorneys are handling the title examination and the settlements. As your settlement agent, my primary responsibility is to collect the information needed to pay off the seller's mortgage, liens, judgments, and back taxes. In addition, I also prorate the taxes, the current year taxes, between you and the seller. I also work with your real estate agent to make sure we collect the necessary information for homeowners association dues and any invoices that need to be paid, such as repairs, termite reports, and home inspections. We also make sure that your homeowner's insurance policy is in place at closing. We use all of this information to complete the settlement statement, which itemizes each one of your costs, including lender fees, title fees, and recording fees, and we calculate the amount of money that you need to bring to closing. It's a North Carolina State Bar requirement that the purchaser bring their closing funds to the table in the form of a bank wire, cashier's check, or official bank check made payable to the attorney's trust account. At closing, I'll sit down with you and review the settlement statement and all of your lender's documents, including the promissory note. We'll review what your interest rate is, what the term of your loan is, and whether there are any prepayment penalties or late fees on the loan. I also take the time during closing to review your family situation and any need for estate planning, including wills, healthcare powers of attorney, advance directives, and general powers of attorney. At the end of closing, we will give you a fully executed copy of all your closing documents, or we can scan them and email them to you. We will then take the deed that your seller has signed and the mortgage that you've signed to the courthouse in the county that you're buying your property and record them in the Register of Deeds. Your deed and your title insurance policy will be mailed to you after closing. In the last few years, North Carolina has seen the influx of unlicensed and unregulated settlement companies coming in and doing real estate closings without having an attorney present. These non-attorney settlement agencies cannot give you legal advice. They cannot even tell you whether or not the loan that you're signing has a prepayment penalty. This fact is important because it may affect your ability to sell or refinance your house in the short term. The most disappointing aspect of these non-attorney settlement agencies is that they charge higher fees than licensed real estate attorneys. Again, I'm Jim Arges with the Arges Law Firm here in Durham, North Carolina. And in addition to doing closings for Durham County properties, we also handle closings for properties located in adjoining counties such as Orange, Wake, Person, Chatham, and Granville. I would be happy to speak with you concerning your real estate closing needs. Thank you.